Hello and welcome to my channel. Today I will be sharing bits of what a day looks like in our home. You will see that a healthy body and a healthy home makes a great life. Sometimes I cannot believe how fortunate I am to have such a notable role as mother and housewife, and to have such a wonderful and supportive husband to do it with. There is so much fullness in our lives, and we have worked hard to get where we are now. After having one child, I found myself really struggling to transition into the role of motherhood. I would barely get dressed and be in sweats most of the day, not caring about how I looked. But someone said to me what a difference it made to get fully dressed first thing in the morning. Now I really do feel better, and I look better, and I'm prepared for the day. My clothes get fully dirty by the end of the day, but that's okay. I love wearing my aprons and getting those even messier. Many, including myself, often say, I don't have time for ... In my case, I don't have time for yoga, or I don't have time for working out. But now, after having 4 babies, my body is starting to yell at me and my spine wants me to move. I love dancing and I feel way better when I'm dancing. So taking extra time to put on that song to lift the mood in the home is 100% worth it. You don't need to take a class or watch a video or have a party to dance. You can dance whenever you want and all day long. And that goes for singing too. Getting your kids involved in daily chores is something that can be a struggle, but often it's just the way we approach it. Sometimes it takes just being creative and having a new or different task for them to explore. When I give my kids a spray bottle and tell them to spray all the wood things or the glass things, they sometimes cannot stop. I'll add extra water in our homemade solution to not waste too much. And especially don't do it over top of them right away. We want them to feel good about their effort and give them little tips from time to time, encouraging good habits when appropriate. Kids want to be doing what you're doing, so do it with them. Put on a cleaning playlist and have a little fun. Invite a friend over and have a cleaning party. Explain to them why we want a clean home, for it keeps us healthy, and keeping the clutter away makes us feel more at ease and peaceful in our minds. Here, Cedar is saging all corners of our home while saying blessings on this home and getting the fire ready to light up this evening. My children love looking at photos, but I don't want them scrolling on my phone, so making photo albums and taking them out every so often, especially if they're having a hard day emotionally, helps bring them joy and back to their core center of who they are. I just ordered our new photo book for this year, which will open on Christmas morning. Once chores are done, it's time to prep a snack or lunch. Sitting and eating with your kids most of the time is important for me, for sometimes I forget to take care of my needs and I realize how hungry I am later on. Also, as a nursing mother, I need to eat more to pass on lots of nutrients to our baby. After lunch is usually rest hour for all. They don't have to sleep, but they have to lay on their own beds for at least 20 to 30 minutes, and then they can quietly play in their rooms until I say so. Sometimes I'll use this time to do homeschooling with one of the children. I really try to make this experience positive for them so that they want to do it. I don't force them to do a certain amount. I go with how they're feeling and their energy levels. If we do a little bit every week, that's fine. I'm not worried about getting in a certain amount of bookwork, for they're learning all the time. And when they have an interest in something, they will seek out ways to learn, and we can support their process. Something that brings me joy is sitting with a nice book, a cup of coffee or tea. This helps me move forward in the day with more energy. I am so grateful for my relationship with my husband. I remind myself to show him little ways in which I love him, with regular good mornings, kisses, saying thank you for his hard work, not complaining about my day, and asking him questions. We crack and massage each other's backs almost every day, and those 5 minutes really help. He needs my love, and everything he does is for us. I'm happy to share my body, my words, my life with him. He doesn't need to be brought down after a long day's work for more to do around the house or complaints. Also note that men are not multitaskers like women. Focusing on one task or one request at a time is best. Be patient, ladies. Getting outside every day is a must, no matter the weather. This is an ultimate connection to health, getting the touch of the elements on our bodies, the wind in our face, the sun on our skin. When it's too cold, we'll visit the library. And one of the perks of living in a small town is once we walk in, they say hello to my children. They know their names. We don't even need our library cards. A large part of the French tradition is the 4 o'clock snack time, le goûter, where after a day's work or school, families have a sweet treat together, such as crepes or brioche and Nutella, or a Madeleine with tea and coffee. I find it's better to give the kids a dose of sweet midday rather than after dinner right before bed, for they'll have time to burn off and process the energy. We avoid any artificial foods or dyes, or highly processed sugars and oils, which is why here I'm making our own hummus, because often store-bought hummus has toxic vegetable or canola oils in it that are not good for your body. Plus, you can make a large amount for a very cheap price. Plus, the kids love it when we whip out the food processor. So here, chopping up the garlic. I always chop extra garlic and put some aside for later use. Freshly chopped garlic always comes in handy. Products labeled as vegetable oil may contain a mixture of various oils such as soybean, canola, corn, cottonseed that are high in omega-6 fatty acids. While it may be cheaper, avoid this because it's processed with toxic solvents like hexane and it's not a healthy option. Here I'm squeezing in fresh lemon, adding in 2 cups of chickpeas, about a ½ cup of olive oil or more, lots of cumin. Honestly, I don't measure, I go by taste and consistency. About 2 or 3 heaping spoonfuls of tahini, about 2 teaspoons of Himalayan pink salt, and here we go. I usually add about a ½ cup of water to make it creamier. And then I'll jazz it up with some paprika, sesame seeds, and olive oil. That is good. And next, prepping dinner, back to my French roots. Pommes frites, steak, asparagus, topped all with a rosemary sea salt. Super simple, delicious, and satisfying. And since we have many eggs, I made a gâteau breton, which requires 7 egg yolks, and it is incredible. Bon appetit! So, incorporating healthy habits into your family's life is going to look different for everyone, and that's where the role of the mother comes in, using her intuition and feeling to judge what's best for the day and what's needed and what's most important for their family. Mothers have so many decisions to make every day, and it can be overwhelming. But when we take those moments to pause, we can better think, and we can take moments modeling the importance of self-care to our children. The other day, my 5-year-old daughter said, "All the kids need to get out of my room so I can focus. I need to make my room more beautiful." I smiled. This was a clear reflection of what I'm doing a lot of the day. Healthy habits such as keeping positive rather than limiting yourself with excuses is a must. Most of the time, it just takes being creative and seeing how you can adjust or remove things in your life to make more time for more valuable things. Having a healthy family means doing things together and finding purpose in each other's roles to help the entire unit. We are all working together towards a larger goal that serves the whole family and thus our outer community. Prioritizing a healthy habit of being outside daily, connecting with the elements of nature, pointing out the beauty and awe of the skies or the trees, making fairy homes, bouquets, racing across the yard. Let your body be guided and hugged by the wind. Remember the healthy habit of modeling positive relationships between man and woman. When things are heated or are directly about your kids, best to refrain from talking about such things in front of them and find time later in the day to discuss such matters. How you relate and respond is how your children will likely respond in the future. I hope that some of these tips will help you in your life. Thank you so much for listening. Please subscribe so I can reach out to more who want to have a healthy and positive family life. Blessings to you all.